Hi, my beautiful earth signs. This is Jessica from Good Vibrations, bringing you a Lionsgate portal reading for Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. The Lionsgate portal is the alignment of the star Ceres that's also known as our spiritual sun and our earth and the sun, which is ruled by Leo. The portal opens on July the 28th and closes on August the 12th, with its peak being on August the 8th when it reaches its climax in alignment with the galactic new year. The Lion's Gate is a portal for accelerated ascension, where it is possible for major shifts on all levels. This is the most fertile time for manifesting. While the gate is open, everything will move faster with intensified energy, including your intentions. It is a time of increased cosmic energy flowing between the physical and spiritual realms. During this period, our energies are supercharged and our abilities to create are magnified. The Lion's Gate portal is aligned with the heart center and embodies the Leo traits of bravery, perseverance, determination, courage, power, and personal expression. This auspicious time allows us to bring in new things in our lives by tapping into our spirituality. Abundance and prosperity come not just from the things we do, but also from our belief in the unseen forces that are all around us. This is also a time to find our inner strength, to let go of those things that don't serve us so that we can make room for the things that we truly want. The Lion's Gate portal allows you to manifest the beautiful things that your heart desires. So my recommendation for you would be to start writing down everything that you would like to release, okay? And start writing everything down that you would like to invite, that you would like to manifest during this time. And on the most potent day of them all, which is August the 8th, you want to have a burning ceremony. You want to burn all those things that you want to release. You want to burn all those new things that you want to co-create and manifest during this time frame. Caution that whatever you would like to release, so an example is if you would like to release toxic people in your life, you may want to be very specific, because if you tell the universe, I would like to release all the toxic people in my life, then you need to be ready to let go of your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your best friend of 25, 30 years, 5 years. You have to be ready, okay? So if you're not prepared and ready to let go of family members, long-term friendships, I wouldn't even put them in there, because you're not going to be supported. It'll be a difficult, transition and transformation for you, because you're not going to have the courage or the willingness or the bravery to cut those people off. Okay? Same thing goes with jobs. If you don't want to release your job until you get a new job, you need to put that in there, okay? Because if you say, hey, I would like to release my job, then the universe is going to help create that, co-create that with you, because that's what you asked for. But they may not wait for you to find a new job, okay? Especially with this fire energy, because a fire sign is a doer. They go after what they want with conviction and passion, okay? So it's really important to remember that. And when you're asking for something new to come in, okay, say I would like to release 25 to 30 pounds, okay? And so then you're asking for a new body, right? But you have to take accountability and responsibility for the for eating healthy. So if you're not willing to change your routine, to change the way that you eat, change your workout routine, or start working out, then you're not really ready to take on the energy of the fire signs, because they jump right into it. The thing about fire signs, but not Leo, Leo is probably the most likely of all the fire signs to follow through, okay? Aries usually fizzles out really quickly. They're very quick to get things going. They get really excited, but the follow through, eventually that passion, that drive just fizzles out. The same thing with Sagittarius. Sagittarius gets quickly bored in relationships. They get bored in jobs. They get bored with people. So once they get bored, they're out, okay? But Leo is not like that. They're driven, they're passionate, they stick to it, sometimes to their own detriment, actually. All right. So remember, August the 8th, burning ceremony. Be specific. You need to be able to follow through with what you want to release, and you need to be able to follow through with what you would like to come in. This is not a year, meaning from July the 28th, 2023 until August the 12th, 2024. It's not a year to rescue people, okay? The only person that you should be rescuing during this time frame is yourself, okay? This is not a year to rescue people. Also, the darkness will be poking you a little bit harder, meaning that the negative energy, your dark thoughts are going to be poking at you more and more to trigger you, to see if you get triggered, okay? So, and how you're going to react. Be very, very, very cautious and mindful of the karma that you are creating during this time frame. Okay, the way that you react is very, very important, okay, throughout this time frame, because your actions, the way that you move forward, the way that you proceed, if you choose to go down a path that is not supportive for you, or supportive for the collective, or supportive for others, you could be creating some karma for yourself, okay? Be very, very mindful. Watch your words. Watch what you tell people. As a matter of fact, you might want to zip it for a little bit, just to make sure that you can practice self-control, okay? All right. So we're going to start off with the first supporting energy of the Ace of Wands. This is how you're going to be supported throughout the year, which is beautiful, beautiful energy. I mean, look at that desire, that determination, that will, that expansion, that new opportunity, that new beginning. So you're going to be supported with passion, drive, fire, okay? Which I absolutely, absolutely love that energy for you. You're also going to feel very inspired. You're going to feel inspired to create. You're just going to have this, energetic force of willpower and determination behind you. And I love that. So the fire energy is really propelling you, invoking a expansion. And this expansion is going to be very, very rapid, okay? I know a year sounds like a long time, but it's really not when you think about it, okay? And what do you need to leave behind? Okay, so you have the Knight of Pentacles. You need to leave behind moving so slowly. Okay, so it seems like you're going to need to start taking more action, more inspired action. Okay, the universe is supporting that energy of inspired action, forward movement, new opportunities, expansion on your end. You need to stop being so cautious, overthinking everything and doing everything at a turtle's rate. Now, they're not saying to fizzle out. This is about balance. But what they are saying is that you're moving too slow, that you're being too precautious. You are also leaving working hard, okay? Because some of you have a mentality that you need to work hard for what you get. You also have the mentality of perfection. So you're not willing to create something if it doesn't look, sound, seem perfect to you. And because that's what you want to project to what to the collective, to the people around you, okay? Your friends, your family, your neighbors. You're too busy thinking about what everybody else is going to think. And internally, you're waiting for the right time. You're waiting for the perfect timing. The universe is saying there's no perfect time, okay? You got to do it. Because the Knight of Pentacles is about focusing, okay? So you need to focus on these desires, on your expansion, your passion, your creation, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is also about discipline. And one thing that earth signs can do is they are very disciplined because they're very routine, but that's what you need to leave behind. You need to leave behind that routine because it's only keeping you in your comfort zone, and staying in your comfort zone will not create that inspired action. Okay, again, Aries, impulsive, okay? Sagittarius also is impulsive. Okay, so we're talking about fire signs here. And then we have Leo. Now, Leo can be impulsive, but isn't always as impulsive. So Leo has a better balance of their impulses, okay? So that's beautiful energy if you can balance out your cautious, practical, linear aspects of you and incorporate the balance of Leo, okay? Then you will be able to move forward at a speed that's very comfortable for you. Okay, you just gotta leave it behind. You have to leave that perfection behind. Okay, and you also need to leave the mentality behind that you have to work hard, or that it's negative to work hard, or that everything is so hard. Like that thinking pattern, you need to leave that behind, okay? You need to leave behind the thinking pattern of everything's so hard, everything's so depressive here. Why do I have to work so hard at this? Why, you know, so it's basically like a hamster wheel of the whys, and kind of like the victim martyr of why things are not happening the way that you would like them to happen, according to the perfection that's in your mind. So then we have, what do I need to take with you? And you have the Ace of Swords. Look at this energy, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. What do you need to take with you? Your truth, your authenticity, okay? That's what you need to take with you, is your truth and authenticity. Also, you need to take with you any type of breakthroughs that you've had, okay? Maybe you're going to have some. You already experienced some breakthroughs, but you may be experiencing a lot of breakthroughs during July the 28th and August the 12th. Okay, take that with you for the rest of the year. Take the downloads that you receive. I do suggest that you get out in that morning sun, okay? from July the 28th till August the 12th and absorb that, absorb the portals, frequencies, energies, get them sun codes into your body. The morning sunrise sun is the healthiest. But I know all around the world we are still experiencing poor air quality, so that could be an issue, and hazes and fogginess, so we may not be able to always see the sun. Okay. With the Ace of Swords here, what do you need to take with you also is clarity, okay? Clear thinking, clear communication, clear ideas. All right, this is what you're taking with you. All right, so this is how the portal is going to change you. We have the Seven of Wands energy. With the Seven of Wands energy here, the way that it's going to change you is possibly the way that you communicate, the way that you think. You may not be as defensive or feeling like you can't trust people. So this portal is going to help you trust yourself more, trust yourself to move forward without it having to be the perfect time, the perfect day, the perfect person, the perfect career, the perfect outfit, the perfect nails, the perfect makeup, the perfect clothes. Like, you're not as, in that need to be in competition as well, okay? So it's like you finally figure out that you're not competing, which could be a little bit difficult during the actual Lionsgate or Leo energy, because Leo is a competitive zodiac. All the fire signs are, they're competitive. So that may be something that that's going to change you. So for the earth signs that are not very competitive, some of you may start to get into the game. Okay, you may actually, most of the time, earth signs actually can be competitive. Some of them are low-key competitive. So it's either you're going to become less competitive, and also you're not going to be as defensive, because a lot of times when we are in a competition, we become defensive because we're trying to win. So we're standing guard, okay? So you may be... this is how the portal may change you, or it could be the opposite, where you actually become more competitive. Maybe you are an earth sign that's, is not as competitive. I'm also feeling like what this portal is going to change in you is the need to always challenge, like for life to be challenging all the time, okay? To the need to challenge yourself, to prove more, the need to, again, it's connected to that hard work, leaving that hard work behind. No one's saying that you don't need to put in work. Actually, happiness takes a lot of work. We come here to the physical realm to experience the earth school, and a lot of us whine the whole way through because it's a hard school to attend. It's not the easiest school out of all the planets. It's the hardest school. Everything is very dense. Everything moves at this rate of the Knight of Pentacles energy. So it can definitely, be very easy to, feel depressed, to go into that victim, go into that martyr, because, the density, that the earth signs experience when it comes to negative thinking patterns, the way that your mind speaks to you, it can be pretty harsh, okay? And the only way to really shift that is through hypnosis, NLP, belief code. So these are all alternative subconscious mind tools that can help reprogram the way that you think. Okay, I am a hypnotist. If you're interested, just look in my description box and you can go to my website. Okay, and I do all my work online. Okay, so with that said, changing those negative thinking patterns that are hindering your progress, okay? And those negative thinking patterns can hold you back, all right? So, and they can also make you defensive. So we are now moving into what is being activated for you. I love this. So we have the Three of Pentacles energy. So what's being activated is some type of community. So either you're already in a community or you're going to join a community. For some of you in business with this Ace of Wands energy, you may be expanding your circle. Okay, the people around you. With the, it's also about what's being activated in you is what you're learning, what you're mastering, what you're studying. So you may be spending during, this time, this next year, learning a lot, studying a lot about a certain subject that's really important to you. And also by, receiving those downloads from the sun codes during this period of July the 28th to August the 12th, remember, that's filling up your DNA. That's absorbing through your skin and activating you at a cellular level, trying to wake up your cellular memory, trying to wake up your Akash, your innate records inside of you that are stored throughout all of your cells and throughout all of your DNA structure. So, and maybe that's something that you want to learn more about. Maybe you want to learn more about, subconscious mind work and how you can reprogram the way that you think, because your thinking patterns, the density of them is something that really needs to be shifted here in the physical realm, because unless you do that, it's hard to cultivate happiness, and that's your responsibility. You're the co-creator of this reality, so you are the co-creator of your happiness. That means you have to cultivate. Every single day, you get your little handy tools out and you do things that bring you joy, okay? You do things that bring you happiness because you're responsible for creating the happiness for yourself, okay? And that can be very, very difficult in our society because people use their kids to live vicariously through them, and they're, trying to create happiness from outside sources. People get married just for that same reason, so that they don't have to be alone and they can, have relationships with somebody that is going to, feed them what they should be feeding themselves or cultivating for themselves internally. No one's responsible for our happiness except for ourselves. So that's really, really important. So what are you doing every single day that brings you a lot of joy and happiness? Because most people wake up every single day, go to a boring old job that pays for, their house and their car. And our society is always going after more and more and more, the more money, more travel, and none of those things are bad, but chasing them is not healthy, okay? All right, so then we have how to move through the portal with grace. I love this. This is how you're going to move through the portal with grace, okay? It's the Two of Cups energy. first of all, you're going to be mirroring yourself, okay? Who's your soulmate? Who's your true soulmate? You. Okay, that's a reflection of who you are. But you're going to move through this with grace through community, again, connection, love, partnership. Okay, when I say partnership, could it include a romantic love interest? Absolutely, it could. It most definitely could include a love interest, but soulmates can also be community, people that you collaborate, friends. Okay, so it doesn't always have to be an indication of romantic love, but it can be. I definitely feel like you're going to make it through this year, my lovely earth signs, by the magic of love. Like, love is going to be all around you in some type of way, because then we have a supportive message from our Sirius star guides, and you know, they're saying, you know, accept this opportunity of love that's going to be presented to you. Okay, an opportunity of love is going to be presented to many of you within the year. I know that sounds like a long time, but it could take the whole year. Okay, so utilize, you know, the time frame to look at that, 3 aces. Wow. So this is telling me that, I mean, there is going to be a lot of opportunities that are going to be coming up for you. Opportunities for clarity and breakthroughs, opportunities for passion, determination, expansion, willpower, opportunities in love, opportunities in birth. Some of you may hear of, you know, somebody having a baby, opportunities to move somewhere else. So there is a lot of opportunities that are going to show up for you. This is also an opportunity for new relationships, okay? So there's, and when I say relationships, yes, it can be a love relationship, but I do see community, collaboration, soulmates, you know, people that may be connected to your galactic family. If you are a starseed, most of us all have some starseed, or have, you know, we're all kind of a bit of a hybrid. So and also with the Ace of Cups here, this is speaking about spirituality. So I do see you learning more about spirituality, okay? Kind of balancing your spirituality and your practicality, okay? Which is really, really important. Sometimes the earth signs can be very linear and very practical and have a difficult time integrating flexibility, flowing. They are very spiritual, but if it doesn't make sense to them, or if it doesn't sound like, they can almost turn spirituality into being a little bit rigid. Okay, they you know, spirituality is, you know, from a higher perspective, God's perspective, and sometimes the practicality, the linearity of the earth signs mind makes that expansion, the thought process that's connected to the energy, the vibration, the frequency, the fluidness of spirituality, and they turn it into something very mundane and very rigid. Okay, so that's something to be very mindful of, that, you know, you, in the areas that you are very rigid and very, you know, set on and logical and practical, that's where you need to move to, maybe even being a little bit unrealistic, just so that you can balance it out over throughout the year. Okay, and I feel like at some point you're going to get some clarity and have some type of breakthrough about how you can balance your spirituality and how you can be more open-minded and really look at things from God's perspective, not from your mind's perspective. Okay. All right. My lovely earth signs, thank you so much for listening. Please, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Would love to hear a comment from you. And thank you so much for being here. Please be nice to my friend and have a wonderful year.